Hey there, Poncho Mango. Bring you another Duelyst 2 video. Uh, bring you Burn High this time. Definitely one of the decks I played the most out of these network tests. Fast games a lot of the time, so I didn't actually try to climb, but I wanted to get to gold at least, so I wanted to climb a little bit through silver. Went for fast games. Definitely enjoyed Burn Song High. You got really complicated turns, which you have to think a lot about. Not just looking for lethal, which you've got lethal puzzles. Those aren't actually that hard per se, right? You count and you decide if you can or can't have lethal, but just the middle turns where you don't know if you still need to clear a little bit or if you need to just start pushing damage. And then hand management is really interesting with Burn Song High. Um, are you pushing more face? Are you conserving more cards? Are you building up a hand, or are you just going ham? So decisions that make this deck really interesting to play. Not to play against necessarily, but yeah. So we've got a deck here. It's something I just built up. I may have changed a few cards here and there, but it's basically Solifid's deck actually, except he runs 3 Heart Sisters over 3 Mana Forgers. I just put Mana Forgers in there because I thought they'd be really good. Don't have that many spells to take advantage of them. Still have 12 though. Um, and I mean, 1 Mana Phoenix Fires just feels so good with Mana Forger. So do 0 mana Saber Spine Seals, and then obviously 3 or 2 mana Heaven's Eclipse with the Mana Vortex is pretty insane. Oh, I kind of like Mana Forger. Didn't try Heartseeker at all to compare, but anyways, this is the list. So I'm gonna bring you some games. Game 1, we are player 2. We're up against the Mushy Mango, so Battle of the Mangoes. Um, I decide to greed and keep Mana Forger Heaven's Eclipse because it can be pretty fine on turn 2, in my opinion. Uh, and I get a Chakri, so if I can pull that off with the Chakri on as well, it's really good. They just play Blood Tier turn 1, in my face. Stuff. And they have third rushes, so they clear my Chakri. Unfortunately, definitely really like third wish design. Um, Makes you think you have Falsius. Um, I really like it. Get 1 more damage off of third wish um, than you did with Falsius, but yeah. So here don't have a fantastic hand. Gonna replace the Jux. The inner focus seems better with no minions so far. Ghost Lightning can clear board. I could also have Mana Forgered on the tile, Heaven's Eclipsed. Uh, but then even I could have like even inner focused it to keep it out of range, but I feel like that's a waste of an inner focus. So I'm gonna take a slow turn. I am going to Ghost Lightning because I still want to plan to play Heaven's Eclipse. So can create a bit of space in my hand and just ping out their blood tier. And they have a tracer. So they clear my mana forger. Once again, this Jux isn't doing too much. The inner focus isn't doing as well. I need a minion. Desperately need a minion, and I don't find one. So, just gonna take a slow turn. Blood Rage Mask, Heaven's Eclipse. Won't be able to do anything, but I'll stay out of range of Silhouette Tracer, and hopefully I can keep my Blood Rage Mask alive. They used one Rush's Curse so far, so they seem to be playing an artifact deck with Silhouette Tracers. So they possibly only have two Rush's Curses. Yeah, Hexblade. Getting pretty low. But I've got a lot of gas in my hand. This plays just a lot of damage, and yeah, I can clear the Hexblade with the Phoenix Fire and the ping from the Blood Rage Mask so that my Fox can survive, and I can inner focus it twice, Saber Spike seal it, deal what, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 4? 15? So yeah, just did a lot of damage, bring them down to 5, and then debating on whether I should attack or move out of the way. Decide to move out of the way so I don't die to, well, I have less chances to die to a Tears combo with 2 less damage. And they said, well played, have a Onk staff, no Tears. Tears alone didn't do it, but so yeah, nice game. Big Lantern Fox, double inner focus turn. Inner focuses can be so nuts. They're hard to use though. Never know if I should keep them in hand to for when I find my minion or just trade them up and try to find something else. But there I had just Juxes to replace in the inner focus. Once I found a minion, were going to be better instantly than the Jux. So kept them both, or kept one of them, then found the second one. Dealt a huge turn of damage and survived just long enough to kill him. Looking through the games to find my second game. The previous button is so fantastic. Something we definitely lacked in Duelyst 1. But yeah, so I just went down a page too much and went back up. So there you have it. Another game, we're playing against Abyssian. No minions in hand. No nothing. I didn't mulligan at all. I went greedy. Okay. So I'm just gonna play Blood Rage Mask. Abyssian doesn't have that much trouble dealing with it, but they can't deal with it in one turn. Right? They've got Void Pulses to really help clear some charges, but they don't have a Rosh's Curse or something. They could have Roscar Eller, but it's pretty rare to see it because they have a lot of minions and they have void pulses to clear artifacts. So most people don't run it. I'm just gonna Matter Vortex, Heaven's Eclipse, slow turn. I guess that's what I get from keeping that in hand and keeping Blurridge Mask. I thought I'd mulligan for twos, but didn't even do mulligan. So yeah, I don't get a second Mana Vortex, so I can't play anything else. But they just play Blood Tear in return. So slow turn on their part as well. Doubles Ghost Lightning against Abyssian is not very good. Tuskbore, Saberspine Seal is gas. Everything's pretty good, but definitely don't have a clear play. And Four Winds seems a little expensive. So I think I decide to replace it, but I definitely shouldn't because it's great against Abyssian. Right? It's better than Blood Rage Mask. They have a harder time. Okay, no, I keep it. I keep it. Good. So I replaced the seal even though it's damaged, but they're at 23, so I decide to board to steal the tile instead of clearing the Primus Fist, but I can clear the Primus Fist with my face, then Ghost Lightning, set up a Shockwave. So they Night Zero the Shockwave Avatar, unfortunately. They also lure the boar, kill it. And they forget to punch with Mystic to clear my artifact, so they say, oops. Um, don't have a fantastic hand, though. Ghost Lightning is nice, but it doesn't clear the Mystic. So I get one extra damage from them not clearing my Blood Rage Mask, but that's it. So they don't get punished. Play Mystic. I play four wins as far as I can. Play around Shroud, or maybe double drop Shroud, which they definitely could have had. But play around Shroud and then makes the Juxes a bit better as well. So they Rejuvenator, Void Pulse, heal back up to 24. We're really healthy. Um, I don't want to trade my four wins with this Rejuvenator, so I have to take 4 more damage. I can walk out of Mystic range at least. Should have gone here and protected my forwards though. Um, Protected from Spectral Blade. Um, I don't realize that. I just walk back, and then I decide to go face with four winds because of it. Because Spectral Blade will clear it either way. So I get 4 extra damage. And my hand is a bunch of nothing. They have Spec Rev finally, so good thing I punch with 4 winds. 4 extra damage. Yeah, this hand is just nothing. I'd like to replace the Jux. So that double inner focus can be better if I find a minion, but I'm just dead to Nova if I stay in range of the Spectral Revenant, so I have to use Jux like this. So I don't die to Nova, or another Spec Rev. My hand is really gassed though. Triple seal, inner focus. I don't know if it didn't get there, right? 9, 10. I guess it got there with Blood Rage Mask staying up, but I would have said 2 charges, right? And they were punching with Mystic. So if they had that Spec Rev, there was no way, but no Void Pulse, there was no way I was killing them with that hand at least. Um, so yeah, they have the Void Pulse and kill me off. Abyssian is definitely a hard matchup, especially Creep Abyssian. For Bernhide, I've struggled quite a bit against it. Yeah, just Void Pulses, healing them back up and dealing damage slowly to you, and like at the same time clearing some artifact charges if you've got those, and then they've got rejuvenators as well. They've got Night Sorrow for Lantern Fox and Chakra Avatar, and they've got Shrouds too, often for both of those as well. Uh, so yeah, it really feels like Void Pulse is the best card, uh, in my opinion, for that matchup because it's 1 mana and they can fit it in with anything else. But yeah, so we got another game against Magmar, against Ninst. We're player 1, got no minions. So would kind of like to keep the center focus, but definitely have to look for stuff. So I'm gonna triple mulligan. And don't really find anything. Finally find a Shockery. But I decide to play the Blood Rage Mask because it plays around natural selection. Right? Oh no, I play the Chakra. Okay. Go for the more high risk, high reward play. They definitely could have Rose Crawlers as well for the Blood Rage Mask, so. And they open up with a Silthar and a Prophet of White Palm. So I'm kind of glad to see White Palm this early. Stops my Phoenix Fires, so now it doesn't. And here I don't want them to have a free Archon, right? Double ramp into Archon. Um, so I actually sort of wasted Jux. Make my Chakra a bit bigger. Deal 1 damage. So they can flash Archon, but they can't just ramp into it. because that's definitely one of the scarier cards that they can have against me. If they're control Magmar, I don't know if they're swarm with Prophet of the White Palm or they just fit it into control. They play Spirit Harvester so they can clear my Chakri. But that does not clear Lantern Fox, even gives me a Phoenix Fire. Last turn I played 3 cards, but I had double Lantern Fox in hand, so that's why I wasn't too worried about playing so many cards. Magmar can deal with them though with natural selection without giving me anything, any Phoenix Fires, but still, I had double Lantern Fox, so I felt like not letting them ramp into Archon was a much bigger reward. So yeah, just gonna Phoenix Fire and punch the Spirit Harvester to clear it. Inner Focus my newly summoned Leonard Fox to play around not select so I can get another Phoenix Fire out of it. Uh, Replace the Phoenix Fire I get. And they have Flash Mercantor. So that clears my Lantern Fox, but I get a Phoenix Fire out of it, and their Mercantor dies. Clears my Blood Rage Mask, unfortunately, but I'm still at 18. Got a pretty good hand. Um, it's just a tad expensive, but so yeah, just gonna play the 4 wins. Play around a second Mercantor. Mana Vortex, Phoenix Fire to the face, deal 4 damage. 5 damage, yeah, 5. Heal up a bit too. So they Flash Spirit Harvester to be able to clear. And yeah, okay, so I just Blood Rage Mask, Mana Vortex, Heaven's Eclipse. Because like another Mana Vortex is lethal, if I wasn't mistaken. No, I don't think I was lethal. I was just right maximizing my damage. So I waste 2 Juxes just for damage. Um, don't need to Ghost Lightning. The Healing Mystic's gonna die to the Spirit Harvester. Set them down to 3. I have a Phoenix Fire in hand, so like they can heal or put some pressure on me, but they can't really do both. Um, so they kind of do both, but it's with the 2 HP Rejuve instead of the 4 HP one, so less of a threat. I backed up so much to play around Mystic punching my artifact that this boar is almost useless. I need a Jux to activate it, but I just wasted 2. So Maybe misplayed on that part. Thought I could keep my Blood Rage Mask since I had been keeping it up the last few turns. Gonna set up a 4 wins though. Just gonna Saber Spine Seal for 1 damage because I know my seals will unlikely go face because I'm so far away. So they do have a Mecanter with Flash so that they can Earth the Sphere. So good play on their part, but I'm not too worried about the damage that I took. Also, yeah, I played Seal to free up a space so that Boar could come back. They didn't auto die. Um, and yeah, with that Earth Sphere, I can Heaven's Eclipse, take a slower turn. Phoenix Fire the Spirit Harvester, finally kill it, and play around a third Mecantor. Full hand. A lot of gas with Inner Focus. Now he's not closer to me, but there's nothing in between us, so I could have definitely played Chakri a bit forward, like 1 forward, and still play around Mecantor. Um, but yeah. Got a lot of damage in my hand. Just don't have a Blood Rage Mask to go with it. Or 4 wins could do. Less, but still. Yeah, debating if I wanted to punch with Boar face or punch with Lantern Fox face. Decide to inner focus the Lantern Fox and attack with Boar because it's 1 more damage. I don't get the Phoenix Fire though. Right, but send them down to 8. Yeah, I probably should have done the opposite. Just bring Boar here, attack with Inner Focus, Lantern Fox, and Saber Spine Seal. Leave them at 9, but have a Phoenix Fire in my hand. Triple Phoenix Fire does 9. So yeah, they Metamorphosis and heal up a bit. Prophet of the White Palm. The Metamorphosis doesn't matter too much because I get my Boar and my Chakra back. So even if I had buffed up my Chakra, I can buff it up again. Just gonna play 2 minions and pass, get my minions back. Gonna try to play around third Mecantor a little bit. So yeah, I'm at 13. I could definitely die at any point to Vindicator play or maybe even a Elucidator combo. I don't know if that's what they're playing. They're playing Lock though. So they're playing Control, I guess. control with a bit of Swarm, but I replaced and find another Phoenix Fire. So yeah, I definitely should have earlier punched with the Lantern Fox. They would have been a 10 right now, but still. So I find the final Phoenix Fire, kill them off, stop their healing shenanigans, and get a nice win. So yeah, definitely a fun deck. Not easy to play. Rocks your brain a little bit, but it's kind of fun to play different stuff. I feel like Control Magmar is still good against it because they have a ton of healing and they have finishers, but like their Spirit Harvesters did nothing. They even like hindered them for a bit. Their Flash Mechanters died instantly and didn't clear much of my board, just dealt a bit of face damage. So yeah, so good. Their Egg were desperate plays. So yeah. Anyways, fun deck, and can't wait for this game to come out. So see you guys soon. Bye.